you're moving from place to place, place. Good morning, good morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Welcome back to the morning show here on Tobago Updates Television. I am Adanna Combie. Thank you so much for staying with us. Before we get into conversations with our first guest, there is a birthday that we must acknowledge this morning. We say happy birthday to Auntie Pen. Penelope Williams is celebrating a birthday today, and according to her children, 70 and not out. So we celebrate with you this morning, Auntie Pen. Happy birthday to you. We know you're the life of the party, and we pray God's blessings upon your life. And we want to remind you to put God first. So happy birthday to you. We also want to say happy birthday to Nyron Otley. We don't have a photograph of him, but from on our live stream this morning, Nyron, your mom, Shelly Ann Lewis, is saying happy birthday to you. And of course, we join in the celebrations with you as we say happy birthday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the morning where we begin our conversations. And in studio this morning, we have Mr. Kern Cowan, and he is the newly appointed CEO of Tobago Festivals Commission. And so we're going to have the conversation this morning as it relates to his new office. Good morning, Mr. Cowan, and welcome.
Morning, and welcome to you. Welcome. Thank you.
Right, of course. I know. It's a pleasure having you here in studio this morning. And of course, I want to start off by saying congratulations.
Thank you very much.
In assuming this office. And we know it's a big office. The office that kind of shapes the face of culture here on the island of Tobago. And of course, if we know your history at all, we know that you have a wealth of knowledge and experience in the cultural industry, especially in terms of marketing and promotions. And one of the very important things that you always hear people talk about is marketing your space, marketing your product, marketing who you are so that you can get the buy-in and the investment and the promotion of the thing itself. But I want to talk about you assuming this office. Heading into this office, I know usually there might be some challenges, there might be things that you have to deal with going in. What are your primary objectives in terms of taking this office and moving the cultural aspect of Tobago, the festivals and the festivities we have on the island of Tobago, to a space where people can be like, wow?
Yeah, well, that's a fantastic question. For me, the first thing is to really get the company working and get the company right. Once we have the tools, which we do, is to really work the tools at best and start grinding to really dig deeper into what we should be considering is brand Tobago. Destination Tobago needs that focus. We are the execution team, TFCL that is, in terms of bringing products that draw people in and draw people into this space to experience all of Tobago. So while we may create that pull factor, we really want to be able to drill deeper into getting people here in the island. So we want to take a deeper, more wider approach to the festivals that we already do, introducing new festivals, clean up our brand, and to be more brand focused as we go into the next phase of 2025. So you would see a lot new developments, changes, and just more brand focus going in.
And right now we're getting ready to head into the carnival. What are some of the things that you trying to implement to ensure that we have that buy-in? Because as I mentioned, we've heard, especially last carnival, we heard that we're not hearing marketing, we're not seeing anything happening. We have our neighbors right here in Trinidad and nothing is happening. In terms of marketing the product, what are your intentions or what are your plans that you have put in place or drafting at the moment to ensure that we have just about 6 weeks to go? What is in place to get that done?
Well, you would start seeing marketing as early as today for the Tobago Carnival. One of the main things we want to focus on is a safe carnival. We have some nuances in the space right now, so we want to ensure that people understand there is safety in the space and you can come and enjoy the island in itself in a safe environment. Going into the next couple of weeks, you would see a tremendous rollout in our branding, in our presence in various spaces. We just came off of the roadshow in Trinidad, a major roadshow across the entire face of northeast, Trinidad, central, south. That whole bus movement was a tremendous marketing. So we expect that there's going to be a lot more of that. You would see it in the spaces here in Tobago on the island. You will see some more media coverage, more advertising. It is about to start and roll out very heavily.
And you mentioned that we have to, of course, promote the festivals that we already have and include more festivals
Correct.
on the calendar of events here on the island of Tobago. What are some of the ideas? Because I know you're a guy. If you know Mr. Cowan at all, his mind is always churning. So I know that there are lots of ideas. What are some of the things you think we could capture and turn into festivals? Not just for a period, but even things that we can have expanded festivals that people can come from far and wide. Even our local tourists here on the island of Tobago could participate in and make a staple on the island of Tobago.
Immediately, Blue Food jumps out at me. Blue Food needs a lot more expansion. It is a culinary festival with a unique product, unique to Tobago, that needs more development. We really need to drill deeper into that, and going into 2025, you will see a new Blue Food Festival, something that is more inclusive, to the entire island, but very homogeneous to the villagers and the real originators of the Blue Food Festival. You are going to see some stuff happening at Easter time that is going to be very expansive. Some things that I can't say as yet, but you are going to see some tremendous changes when it comes to the event landscape. Expect a different heritage festival. Expect new. So expect that Tobago is going to move into a new direction as it pertains to branding, marketing, events, all of it. Expect that.
And how do you engage the stakeholders? Because I know some stakeholders are on board, and sometimes you have to push because when you change something, sometimes you have a little bit of resistance. How are you going to engage the stakeholders to come on board to see the need for change at this point in time to promote and to elevate the product that is Tobago where festivals are concerned?
Well, change is the hardest thing for most people to accept, but we are not trying to fight our stakeholders. We want to pull them in. We want to get them to the place where they connect with what is really where our direction is, and for us to be able to push together rather than apart. We're not here to fight. For example, in the carnival space, we have regular stakeholder meetings to ensure that we connect with what is the plan for the stakeholders, what their intention is for the brand, and what they want to be able to accomplish. So going forward, we will spend a lot of time connecting our stakeholders locally, the diaspora, and within the region to be able to execute new things that allow for Tobago to push to a next level.
And how do you see festivals on any island or in any space contributing to the growth, development, inclusion of the people, economy? How is that integrated into our overall development?
It's all about building the life cycle. So there's the life cycle of the economics, having the right suppliers, building the supply chain, and having the right type of tools that ensure that suppliers have what we need to be able to execute events at a higher level. Being able to expand our cultural borders in terms of not just the same all the time, but to have more of the cultural landscape involved as we go forward. So there's a lot still in this space to do. There's a lot of convincing still to do, but as we grow, we develop. And I believe that we are on the right trajectory to get that done.
Happy to hear that, of course, we need the collaborative effort to get to where we need to be in this space, because I believe that Tobago is, in as much as we have this product ongoing for a while, it's still virgin.
That's right.
There's still so much that we can do. And I personally look forward to see where the company can go in terms of pushing our festivals, including new festivals. I don't know why you wouldn't tell me a few, but that's all right. I know that when you come up with it, Tobago Updates will be the first to know.
You'll see and feel.
That's right, in the space. And, in terms of assuming the office, meeting the staff, having your initial meetings, how has it been for you getting in there and hitting the ground running?
Oh, it's been fantastic. Everybody's pretty much excited. I'm excited. The TFCL is a fantastic team, and once we get the gears moving and everything in line, you would see some tremendous move. As a matter of fact, this Thursday we're shutting down the office. So we are out of office all day on Thursday. Don't ask me where we are going. We are not in the office on Thursday. So don't call the commission on Thursday.
Well, I need to get a sneak peek into this because I want to know where you're all going.
So we have some team building exercises that we have already started. And Thursday kind of dovetails into that, where we do a major one-on-one conversation with everybody. So we hit the beach on Thursday, actually. So,
Stuff if you all didn't know, well, you know now.
I believe a people-focused approach will ensure that we have buy-in from the people. And once we have the buy-in, you will see effective work being able to launch a whole new scope of how we do what we do. People should take pride in what they are assigned to do. So in order to effect a different outputs as an island, as a company. And that is going to be our focus. Internal development for external exposure.
And I like that, because the inclusion, when you have the buy-in, when you have your own staff feeling as a part of this is my product, I contributed to it, you tend to get more out of them. And I love the fact that they are going to be included in your plans in terms of how we're going to be moving forward. And I like something you said about the one-on-one interaction as well. Having accessibility, being accessible to your staff as well is very important. So I must commend you on those things as well. We look forward to great things coming out of the commission, and we do wish you the very best. In closing, is there anything specific you want to share with our viewers this morning?
Primarily, we covet your supports as the TFCL as we go forward, building this new scope of events and marketing of the island. We are not doing it alone. We are not separate and apart. We are not on the hill by ourselves. We are here to work with all Tobagonians, all stakeholders, the entire diaspora, that we can effect a different change on the island, moving this space into the greatest island on the planet.
And, we look forward to that because, of course, we recite it almost every day, the greatest little island on the planet. And so we want to see it happening. And we wish you the very best. We will lend you our support as much as we can, Tobago. This is a proud moment. And, of course, we want to come together to do what we have to do to make Tobago, to transform the face of Tobago and the festivals that we produce here. Even the very product that is Tobago, we have to work together. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Mr. Kern Cowan, the CEO, the newly appointed CEO of Tobago Festivals Commission Limited, as he spoke about his plans, where we are and where he intends to take the commission. So stay tuned, of course, and keep looking to see what is happening there as you see the changing face of festivals here on the island of Tobago. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to go for a short break before we continue conversations in studio. And as we go for a break, of course, we invite you to help us share the live, share the live, share the live. We'll be right back.